Most people are trapped in a waiting room of their own making, chasing horizons that recede every time they take a step. But what if I told you that the very act of wanting your goal is the exact reason why you do not have it yet? There is a hidden psychological glitch that collapses time instantly, and it requires you to stop seeking entirely. Today, I'm revealing the subtle frequency shift that turns desperation into immediate possession. Welcome. If you're new here, my name is Ife Honey, and I'm your new big sis. If you allow me to be, welcome to my page and my channel, Manifest with Big Sis. So like I told you guys, today we're talking about the difference between wanting and being and how it is an energetic shift. So if you see me looking over here at my notes, I got notes here today, okay, because we're getting into it, because I need y'all to get this. So let's talk about the psychological gap between wanting something and actually having it. This gap is creating a potential complete permanent gap between you and your goals, okay? Because if you are constantly in a state of wanting, that means you're constantly in a state of not having. You're constantly in a state of lack. Okay, this is where I know we understand the concept of lack versus the concept of abundance, right? But when you are visibly wanting something outside of you, you are reinforcing yourself to the universe that you do not have it. So the reality is that you need to realize that you already have the thing that you desire. This concept of wanting something is continuously creating a gap, and it's also creating biological stress within your field. It's causing you to repel the very things you desire. It doesn't mean that you do not have to want something. It doesn't mean that you just can't desire something, right? Because you know what you want. But that longing, that I gotta have it, and I'm not gonna be good enough until I have this thing in my hand, or this person, or this house, or this place, or until you decide that you are okay, you're full, you're whole enough without said thing, you are going to continue to repel that desire from you. Chasing something, we've unfortunately been taught in society to continue to chase, right? When the real action of chasing means that something is always running away from you. It is always just in front of you, right? Just close enough so you can dangle it, right? Just right here. Here's the carrot, right? That is what is causing you to continue to be in this perpetual state of almost being there. Of, oh, the blessing is coming. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. How long has it been coming, y'all? How long has it been coming? How long has you been wanting this peace, this bliss, this happiness, this joy, this love, whatever it is? How long have you been wanting, and it's been coming, and it's been on its way? If you continuously repeat that over and over and over again, your subconscious mind believes that, hey, this thing is always coming. It's always coming, which is reinforcing the fact that it's not here. It's reinforcing the fact that it's not here, period. The quickest way to shift into the identity of it being here is deciding, hell, it's here. So shifting from that energy of requesting something from the universe and asking, I just want this thing, I just want this thing, I just want this thing, I just gotta have it, to shifting into the energy of, I have it. This is mine. This is mine. This life, I deserve it, and it's mine. And I'm living in it right now, because you can look around your reality right now and see the proof of the abundance that you're already living in. I guarantee you. You have been conditioned to look for the lack. Look for the abundance. Look for the proof that the life that you are living is one of abundance, joy, and peace. Look for that proof in your reality, and I guarantee you'll see it. Look for it. Stop looking for the evidence of what you don't have. The power in all of this is also releasing the how. You release the how it happens and the when it happens. And the sooner you can do that, the quicker the shit shows up. The sooner you can release, like, I don't know how it's going to happen, instead of trying to figure out a plan as to how it's going to all happen, you just embody the version of you that it's already happening for. What would she or he be doing? What would she or he be doing right now with their time? That is who has it. There's a version of you that has it. Be that. Also, in manifestation, people talk a lot about letting go. Just let it go. Just let it go. It doesn't mean that you avoid it, and it doesn't mean that you don't consciously want this thing, right? It doesn't mean that you're just like, oh, whatever, I don't give a shit anymore. No, it's that you care. It's that you care, but you are upgrading your frequency. You're upgrading your signature. You're upgrading the frequency that you are sending out to the universe. The universe is sending you what you are at all times. You are upgrading who you are by deciding that this is how I'm living now, right now. This is how I'm living right now. You are sending out an energetic vibration and a call to the universe. Hey, I'm over here. Look at me doing all the things that the version of me that has the things that I want is doing. The universe is like, oh, they're ready for blah, blah, blah. Boom, 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 boom. Quite literally. Quite literally. Okay? Quite literally. And I want you to remember that your reality is a reflection of your internal state. So what you see projected out in your reality is a mirror to who you are internally. It's a mirror to you. It's going to show you. The people that come up, showing you. The situations that come up in your life, some things are out of control, but it has to mirror you back because this is your universe. So we're going to talk about a few things you could do to make an internal shift and an internal pivot from this wanting and needing to being and receiving. Okay. So a couple of things you could do on a day-to-day basis. Change your daily decisions. Okay, to reflect the embodied and higher version of yourself. So if you're living a life that you're uncomfortable in and you don't like where you are right now, right? Necessarily. One thing I'm going to tell you is focus on what you do like about where you are. Focus on what you do like about where you are each day. Focus on who you are right now. Loving on that version of you and observing what's some things that you can adjust. But in the moment, look at where you are. Notice all the proof that you are living in your desired reality right now. Okay? Maybe it's you've been looking for, maybe it was the apartment you live in right now. It's always, at one point you didn't live there. You moved into there. Okay? Right? Or maybe it's the car you drive. At one point, maybe you didn't have that car. You drive this car now. At one point it was a prayer. I need you to start there because I need you to ground yourself in the awareness of the things that are already around you that prove to you that your abundance is here. That prove to you that the life you desire is already here. Okay? Because it was that in the past. Now, the next thing I want you to do is, like I said, change those daily decisions that you're making. So if you know the version of you that you desire to be, is a version of you that is the body is T. I need you to make decisions over here that align with the body being T. Go for an extra walk in the afternoon after work. Drink more water. Take care of your face. I don't know, wear a sweat waist trainer thing. Whatever it does, whatever it is, the patterns that you choose are what compound and create the version of yourself in real time that you desire to be. Align with that version of yourself now. Do they get up at this time? Do they work on this project more? Do they stop scrolling? Do they stop talking to that person? Or maybe they stop entertaining these situations? Do they turn off the TV for a little while? Stop binging Netflix? Does the version of you that has the business that you desire, do they binge Netflix? Ask yourself honest questions about what this person does every day. What does their life look like? What does the dream life look like? Do you wake up at noon? Do you go work out? Do you do pedicures regularly or manicures or facials regularly? Whatever that person does, start incorporating that in your daily routine. Start incorporating that in your daily routine. Okay? And the next thing that's going to be super important for you to do is stop asking for permission. Who you asking for permission from, for real? Who about to step out and be like, you know what? You could do that thing you said you wanted to do now. Who are you waiting for to give you the permission to live life on your own terms? Nobody's going to come and give you that permission. It's up to you to give yourself that permission. So stop waiting for something outside of yourself to give you some permission, to bless you with something so you can finally take yourself serious enough. Trust me, I have been there. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. Give yourself permission to live the life that you truly desire on your own terms and make it happen. And really, when I say make it happen, I don't even mean it in the traditional 3D sense. Make it happen. Make it happen. You got to grind. No, I mean, just live like the person is like, just live like that person. Just live like that person right now. If you want to be a content creator, start creating content and learn what you need to do about creating content. If you want to be a business owner, start preparing yourself to be a business owner. Start figuring out what you want to open your business about. Start doing that. Become that person. Okay. Now we're going to talk about living in that upgraded timeline. Living in that upgraded timeline is where a lot of friction happens. Okay. And this is the most important thing that I'm going to talk about today. Living in that upgraded timeline and letting the old one collapse. While you are creating this new version of yourself, you are going to get triggered by the old story. I'm going to say it again. There's no way around this. You are going to get triggered by the old story, by the old life, by the old environments, by the old people, maybe, by the old jobs, whatever. You are going to get triggered by this. And I need you to know this now so you can remember, or maybe you need to save this video so you can come back, because you're going to get triggered. But your trigger doesn't say anything about the external world. It only reflects what's going on inside. The trigger is just to let you know, hey, this is here. This is something you're still noticing. Take a second. Breathe. When you get triggered, breathe through it. Doesn't mean that everything is not working out for you. It doesn't mean that everything is a lie. It doesn't mean that it's not working. As a matter of fact, it is the exact opposite. It means that it is actually working quicker and sooner than you probably even think. Neville Goddard says that if you can hold the state of the frequency of the wish fulfilled for 72 hours, that's 3 days now, you are guaranteed. You are guaranteed, as soon as you decide something is yours and this is what you're going towards, you are guaranteed to get a trigger from the universe. You decided you want what? You decided you wanted a new, I don't know, like whatever. You decided whatever it is that you want, and boom, here comes something to slap you in the face with the damn opposite. And I'm telling you, it's going to happen every time. It's going to happen every time. The stronger you get in your faith, in yourself, in the universe, and God, whatever it is you believe, the stronger you get in that, you're going to know, oh, here's a trigger. That's just something coming up so I can release maybe these emotions of that old story. Maybe you're attracting and manifesting a partner, a life partner in your life. You decide, you know what? I thought I wanted to be single forever. Now I want to, you know what? I want a partner. I want a partner in my life. Now you've decided that. And then boom. Here comes something to show your ass that you go on a date and somebody ghosts you or does some weird shit. And now you're like, see, nothing ever works out for me. I'm not going to have a partner. I should just stay single forever. And I'm going to be single. I said I was going to be single. Now I'm going to stay being single. No. That's just the old story playing itself out. Okay, well, baby, it don't matter if they ghost me right now or not. I already know I got a partner out there. I already decided it. So that's cool. They just getting out the way for my partner. Or, yeah, they just getting out the way for the person that's for me. Or if maybe y'all had a real good connection, maybe, you know what? They're just not ready yet. Whatever it is, whatever you decide. Okay? But in general, right? It is not meaning that nothing is working. It just means the exact opposite. It's coming to test you to see if you gonna fold. Ain't that crazy? The universe be trying to see if you gonna fold for real. And the longer you can hold that frequency, good as gold. You're good as gold. The longer you can lean into that timeline, good as gold. And it's going to keep coming up and keep coming up. Those little checkpoints, they're going to keep coming up. And that's okay. Because they're going to come up as long as it takes for you to double down on your faith in yourself, on your trust in yourself, and your knowing. It's okay. It's okay. I'm telling you, and I'm telling you right now. And if you need support with this, I have a community, a school community, and this is what we're doing in there. We're supporting each other when those moments come up. Because they will. And it is not always easy, depending on your 3D and your reality that you're in. It's not always easy to go and talk to other people who know you in the old story. They can only reflect back to you the old story, the old timeline, the old what makes sense to them. I'm telling you, you can move past it. The next thing, being present in the moment is going to be extremely important for you. This is when you get the nudges to do the things that's going to guide you to your wish. This is where you get the downloads and the ideas. This is where you get the joy that you've been asking for and the peace that you've been curating. This is when you get it, is in the present moment. Okay. Right here, today, right now, because this is the only moment that there is right now. Everything is happening right now. Society wants you to be in fear, focused on what happened before and projecting that onto your future. This is a new day right now. Nothing that happened in the past even exists any fucking more. Nothing that happened in the past even exists anymore. The sooner you can realize that, the sooner you can move forward. The sooner you can move forward and project a new future. And the future is being created right now in this present moment. You don't need to have anxiety about the future because it hasn't came yet. And you're only projecting your fears onto the future. And why would you do that? Why would you want to do that? You don't. So don't do it. Okay? Next, embrace the fact that the future is not a prize that you win. It's not. It's a version of yourself that you get to be right now. It's a version of yourself that you get to be right now. You get to be the version of yourself who's happy, who's loved, who's chosen, who's respected, who's honored, who's a boss, whatever. You get to be that version of you right now, because that is an internal state, not an external state. It does not matter what is externally on the outside to determine who you are internally. Because guess what? External circumstances change. This reality is malleable. It's changing every day. Change is constant. Who are you here? That's what's important. Who are you being in here? That's what you're doing. You are internally shift. And when you internally shift, that's when the outward world shifts and bends to your will, because you've changed here. You have to experience a different reality because you've changed on the inside. Excuse me, had a burp, must have been needed to come out. You know what I'm saying? You have changed on the inside. This work is doable. I cannot say that it is always just peachy. It's not. And I'd be alive if I told you it was. But what I can say is it gets easier with help. It gets easier in community, aligned community. It gets easier there. When you are doing this alone, don't let people in the spiritual community say that you got to be alone and you got alone and alone and alone and alone. Yes, there's moments where you need to be alone because you need to be able to sit with yourself alone to be able to identify a lot of the shit that is a story that you've been playing out for this old version. You got to sit with it. Doesn't mean that you don't need community, okay? But you need community in a different way. And we all need community right now. I am so glad that you tuned into this video, and I'm really hoping that it helped you shift, and it is going to help you shift into that identity of you, that version of you that is operating in exactly how you want to operate in life, and beautiful things are coming in and sprinkling all in your way, and you get to experience the magic that is the universe, and you get to experience the magic that is you. Bars. Okay? So I'm going to leave you guys for this one. If you want to get more of this, make sure you tap in with me at the link in my bio. Also, binge the content. We're coming with more stuff this year. So I'm super excited to be here with y'all. My heart is truly full being able to do this work for y'all and being able to do this because it's truly life changing. So I love y'all so much. I'll see y'all in the next one.